Hello and welcome to the new video. Oh man, I scoopy the goopy. If this is more than 10 gallons, I will cry.
About time to switch to the next bucket.
Yeah.
Sorbet pack. Alright.
We've been making pretty great progress getting the bilge cleaned out. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of gunk. I feel like maybe I'm crazy, but it already seems like it smells a lot better in here. Inquiring minds need to know, how deep is the goop? Oh. It's not as deep as I thought it might be. It's as gross as I thought it could be, though. Hey, Savannah. I just thought of another name for the boat.
What?
Elon Mush.
That's terrible. A little bit less black, potentially. You're really starting to see the fiberglass come through. See, look at that. Done.
One thing that we gotta do before we leave, especially after messing with those hoses and making them leak in here, is make sure that the bilge pump is going to come back on. So I'm going to go over and flick it on. And if you want to pull up on that float, the bilge pump should turn on.
Okay.
What was that?
Something started pouring water in where the sink was.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
That one's on.
If you flick it down, does it turn off?
No. That's on. Oh, but it's smoking.
It's smoking.
Nothing yet. Nothing. Nothing. There it goes. Hey,
Okay.
that one was good.
Nope.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess we still have no bilge pump.
Well, we have to trust this boat not to leak for a night.
Better not sink tonight. This is the fourth bucket, not all the way full. The other three were full. You can see it goes way down back there. Gives you an idea how far down there this is. It's crazy. You just get lots of handfuls of black wood chips. Oh, why does it smell like that? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Oh. When we first got here today, before we cracked open these buckets we've been using and like started stirring stuff around, it smelled a lot better in here. So it's getting in my beard. Oh man, I did it! I did it!
That's the first one, though.
How many times, as we're working on this boat, do you think I'm gonna go,
Probably a lot of times. I don't know, like at least 25 times.
Wow, I hope we don't have that many bad surprises.
Well, we'll see.
Savannah's been cleaning the bilge up here. It's starting to look very good and almost ready for paint. I feel like I haven't been filming quite as much just because not much has changed. It's going slow. I think it's worth noting that it takes a lot of time and work to get through all this. I could look at that for hours. It's not very comforting to know that all these lines have ancient poo in them.
Ew.
Yeah, see? I told you it wasn't very comforting.
That's gross.
The boat wasn't leaking before, but now it is. Gross. I think I just sloshed pee all over myself. All right. In the process of getting that out, I made that hose right there start leaking. You can see it dripping. And that's exactly why we were waiting to get the bilge pumps ready to pump before we touched anything. Well, I've appeased the leak for now. I don't think it'll leak more than a few drips, you know, while we're gone. Sorry, I'm so sniffly. The boat's sinking. I mean, technically, kinda is. Ugh. The whole thing just got a whole lot less solid. There we go. So I just cut this piece of wood that was holding this counter wall in because it was super solid and I couldn't like pull it out, so I cut it and then whoop. I don't know how it was staying in there, but it was really in there. We are kind of going for making everything accessible, making everything serviceable, and making everything simplified. So we have the least amount of stuff that can go wrong. Anything that goes wrong, we can get to it and we can fix it. So we are going to be changing up the plumbing in this boat a lot. This is the footprint of the bathroom, and we're just doing some discussing and trying to figure out how big we want to make the shower, how we want to do like a shower door, where we want to put the toilet, if we want to put a sink in here, all that stuff. It's kind of tricky. It looks a lot bigger on camera than it does in real life.
If you look down here, the old door went here on this beam. We were thinking we'd put the new door and wall here along this beam. However, if you trace that up, we've got a window here, which causes a bit of a problem. So now we have to kind of rethink what we want to do, if we want to keep the original layout or not. We're thinking we will probably have to waterproof this whole room and make it basically one giant shower. So if we leave it at the current layout, that's a lot more space, but also a lot more wall that needs, you know, shower lining in it. So we'll see.
Whew. Whew. Whew.
Uh,